Hello? Hello there, can you hear me? Welcome. It's time, foodies. Get on in here. Okay, we need a little more. And more. Okay, there we go. We're on it. Bonk, welcome in. How are you doing? Kimmers, good to see you. Blondie, hi, how's it going? Happy Saturday. Wayne, can you turn down the TV like 2 notches, please? That's it. Thank you. Otherwise, I'll be yelling all day and you'll get sick of it. How's everyone doing today? It's gonna be a tasty, tasty stream. Pretty easy stuff going down today. Some sweet things and some healthy things, you know, to balance out life. It wasn't Sam, actually, for once on the TV. It wasn't him. He's building his Legos in peace. The boys are playing their games. One's on the TV, one's playing Lego. This is life, people. It's okay though. Okay, I know it gets exciting. We might have got a new TV last night. I mean, how could you not be playing your video games on it first thing Saturday morning? Can't even be mad at that. Okay, I got our menu commands to work as well as our recipe commands to work since yesterday's stream, so that's super exciting. What else was broken? Oh yeah, and the lights are working today too. Everything that was broken on yesterday's stream is working today. And hopefully the other camera that I set up for when we do our little stovetop cooking today, hopefully that'll work today too. It's wonderful. Yeah, exactly, Kimmers. Pipes indeed. Okay, so I don't know how many pies we'll end up making today. I'm aiming for 8 to 10 of these little, you saw the title of the stream, extra large butter tarts. That's a Canadian name for what we're making today. If you don't know what those are, you probably know what a pecan pie is. But this is the size that we're making. The label's gonna follow to this one. This is the size though, like look at this. It's perfect. We can't really say it's bite size. It's like a 6 bite size. Maybe 3 depending on your mouth.
Lady wanted 2 of them, right?
I think so. Hi, madam. Hi, madam. Hi, Titan. Yeah, you're 3 minutes late. I'm glad you stick to your own standards for doesn't matter who it is, whether it's me or you. It's a Sammy bite size. Yeah, exactly. So we're going to make a bunch of these today. Yesterday, if you were in the stream, I hope you were. If you weren't, that's okay, but you can always go back and watch the VOD. We made the pie dough, so that's kind of where we're going to start today. Take that out of the fridge, let it come up to room temp so it's a little easier to roll out. And then after we take out the pie dough, we are gonna make the filling for the pecan pies. I consider this pie like a pretty easy one to make. And then here are the pecan nuts as well. I took them out of the freezer this morning. I just wanted to measure out to make sure I had enough to make all the pies that we wanted today. So that's what a pecan nut looks like. Doot. They're so delicious if you've never had them. I always say they taste like brown sugar. They're like so sweet and nutty. Hi, Crimson. Welcome. Just got back from the farmer's market. Did you come back home with a haul or what? Pecan these nuts. Exactly. So yeah, in Canada, what I'm making today is more known as a butter tart. And I don't really know why. Maybe we can look up the history and learn a little bit today, this morning. I don't know why it's called a butter tart versus a pecan pie. But that's a popular thing here. And then it's also a popular thing for my husband. He's not a pie man, or sorry, he's not a cake man, he's a pie man. So this is like his birthday pie. I mean, he already got one last month. But usually like October, November, December, I always make pecan pies or butter tarts at least once during the month. Annie's not here. Someone's got to make the puns. Oh, yes. Just you wait, though. I'm sure he'll pop in today. We always appreciate our puns. You know that, Crimson. Butter tarts. I wonder if there's butter in it, hey? Tayden came home with bread. What kind of bread? Butter, pork chops, and veggies? That sounds like a wonderful meal altogether. A good farmer's market haul. You have sad news for Sam if his fam hasn't told him? What? The local theater closed on the 28th? No more theaters. First they took the blockbusters away from us, and now the theaters are closing? What next, hey? What next? Okay, I think I found some butter tart history. It says, with its vast spaces and long history of immigration and indigenous peoples, it's not easy to define Canadian cuisine. Be that as it may, the butter tart is quintessentially Canadian. What else? Okay, the origin of the butter tart. Finally. Finally found it. What the heck? A fried apple pie from the baker dude? I love having baker dudes. But the fried apple pie, it didn't make it home. You ate it. You ate it in the truck before you left, you sneaker. Okay. So, a butter tart is a small pastry tart which generally consists of butter, sugar, syrup, and egg. That's it, usually. It's pretty simple, just like that, right? Filled into a flaky pastry and baked until the filling is semi-solid with a crunchy top. The first published recipe came in 1900 with the Women's Auxiliary of the Royal Victoria Hospital Cookbook. Do you guys have any cookbooks like that? From like either a hospital or like a senior's home that are like kind of hand typed out, or like someone, obviously you submit your recipes to one person and then they create the cookbook? Yep. I have a couple from some of my family members. Sam has a couple like that from some of his family members too. Some legendary recipes in those books, honestly. You have a couple too, Bonk? They're cool. I like them. Because it's usually all like family recipes, right? And you know those are tried and true. Like you wouldn't keep making them every year if they weren't good, right? Okay, so that's where this came from. In 1900. However, the origin is believed to be much older, most likely the result of the Fille du Roi, King's Daughters, in which approximately 800 young women were sent to Quebec from France between 1663 and 1673 to help colonize Canada. And then they brought with them their traditional European recipes. And then they were forced to adapt those recipes depending on what ingredients were available in Canada at the time. So in Quebec, they make something called a sugar pie. So a single crust pie with filling made from flour, butter, salt, vanilla, and cream. That was probably the precursor to the butter tart. Wait, in Ontario, there's a year-round self-guided butter tart tour. in Kawarthas, Northumberland, which includes over 50 bakeries and an annual butter tart taste-off. We gotta go. We gotta go. Crimson, you gotta go. FCB, how are you? Welcome in. Yes, Canadian Living magazine. Holy smokes. I actually loved reading that every month. My mom would get it too. Just a sec. My nose is running already. FCB, we're learning about the butter tart right now before we make it today. Okay, so we learned that the butter tart is usually just a simple filling, but I think obviously that has also been adapted over the years. Pecans, are those like mostly grown in USA? I would assume so, right? Because most Europeans don't know what they are, have never had them before. So the pecans came from the south, made their way up to Canada. That's why we make a pecan version of the butter tart, which is so delicious. Just a small variation of a pecan pie. And then same with raisins. Like a lot of time you'll find raisins in the butter tart as well. So up to you. I don't usually make them with raisins. That's more of like an old school thing. I do love the nuts though. We love these nuts. Proxima, hello, how are you? Your recipes are like bake until done. Like until you're tired of cooking, the temperature. Well, just open the oven door. Looks done. Good to go. That's all you do. Okay, so that's what a butter tart is. And then the other two things we're making today, I'll post this up too, the menu. So crunchy broccoli salad, we are going to make some bacon bits to go in there, toast pumpkin seeds, shred some cheese, and we have golden raisins going into there. Also a good substitute is dried cranberries instead. And we're also going to make a Greek salad. And we'll do these things like while we're working on the pie, because we have to bake the pie. It'll probably take around like 30 minutes or so to bake it. And then before you eat the pie, unfortunately, you have to let it cool off. Especially this one with all the sugar in it, you'll like literally burn your mouth off. Like molten lava inside of this pie when it comes out of the oven. So we have to let it cool off for like probably an hour. So during all those times where we're waiting, we're gonna make the salads. Thought that would be fun. And I have a lot of veggies to use up in the fridge. Then we're making a Greek salad. This one is like a pretty well-known salad, I would say, with tomato, cucumber, sweet peppers, feta cheese for miche, and some Kalamata olives. And we'll make both of the dressings for these salads too from scratch. Yum, Crimson, a tub of Chapman's pecan praline ice cream. That's one of my favorite flavors. Or even like maple walnut is a good one too. You have to let your pie set up like concrete. Exactly, yes. You can also say that. Your grandma's meatloaf recipe came from Canadian Living magazine once upon a time, but she modified it. Yeah, the onion soup mix. What the heck did my mom make with onion soup mix? I think they were called hedgehog meatballs. You make meatballs, but then you put rice inside of them. And then you like kind of cook them with this tomato-y sort of sauce, if I can remember. It was actually so delicious though. No, never skimp on the olives with the Greek salad, exactly. So we're gonna make a little list up. Right, meow. I got the rolling pin beside me, ready to go. And I don't think this stream's gonna take very long today. What you guys got on the go today? Hey, FCB. Thank you very much, friend. Gifting the sub to Proxima3055. You've gifted, this is my number, 222 subs to the channel, FCB. An angel. So welcome, Proxima. It's great to have you. Okay, so pie, let's say. First things first, take out dough. So that's what we will do as we write the list. It's been in the fridge since yesterday. I think we'll take all of it out. And we're doing this so it's easier to roll out the pie dough later. If you try and roll it out and it's too cold, it's gonna crack around the edges. And it'll just be really difficult. I usually keep the little discs stacked up 2 by 2. So I'll just put them back here for now. I'll show you. This is what they looked like. This is what we made. You can see the butter and the lard like swirls in the dough. That's what makes it nice and flaky. Obviously buttery. So number 1, we already finished a task. Complete. You're watching some more BlizzCon. Was it good yesterday, Kimmers? Any cool things that you learned? Earlier this week, you ordered a pizza from Pizza Pizza, only to find they no longer do goat cheese as an option. How was it with feta instead? I'm sure that was yummy. Frank, you're curious, what is the strange texture on the black fridge? Never seen that before. Close up? It is, I don't know what it is called. That's like how, like older appliances. Can I go closer? That's what it looks like. It almost looks like leather, let's say. That's just how it is. Welcome. Love when you guys like spot kind of funny, weird things like that. Wonderful part of streaming. It was good, Crimson. Yeah, it's almost like leather, but it's metal. Okay, next one for the pie. We make the filling. We have to let the filling cool for a little bit of time too, so we'll see what we do to fill in that time. And then we have to roll out the dough to fill out the tins. And then we bake at... I'm gonna bake it at 325 Fahrenheit. Actually, no, I'll do 350 Fahrenheit because this isn't convection oven. It's just a regular home oven. 350 Fahrenheit for, we'll check it at 15 minutes, but I think they take half an hour if I can remember. Some new expansions for WoW, so you're really excited about that, Cameras? Cool. I know Samo loves that game, but he hasn't played in a long time. But he has a lot of hours, this is what I do know. Okay, so that's it for the pies. And then, like I said, once they are baked, you have to let them sit. You have to let them cool before you eat them. Otherwise, especially for this one, it's just a mess. Like, usually we take it out when the filling's a little bit syrupy still in the middle, and then as it cools, it sets up perfectly. So that's why you also don't want to cut into a hot pie. Even with the fruit fillings, the same thing. As it cools, the pectin is going to make those fillings set up nicely so that you can have perfect cuts for everyone. Lilith, we don't talk about those things here in this stream, but I can tell you that there is political streams around Twitch where you can probably ask those questions and get answers to them. But yeah, we never talk about politics here. This is a place where people can like kind of escape from that part of the reality of our life. Okay, that's our pies. Okay, salads. Who dis? Hello, Eric. How are you doing, dude? Welcome in, and thank you for the 43 months. How's the weekend? We're just going over the list-a-roo for the day, and then we're gonna get started. It's like a gray, another gray, weird day outside, so perfect cozy streaming day for us. Crimson, I love old appliances like that. They look so cool. The weekend's busy, Eric. Making sauce today, then pickleball. It's really nice for you today. Lucky, lucky duck. You're making a bunch of hot sauces. Have you picked all of your peppers yet? Right? Totally, Crimson. Yeah, when you go to serve a pie or sometimes a cake too, it happens. The first piece literally comes out looking like it's already been eaten. You're like, this is the sacrifice piece. It's for you to taste. Just harvested the rest of the peppers this week and chopped the plants down. Another wonderful season. Spice up your life. Okay, broccoli salad. So the broccoli, the crowns are already cut up, but we might have to cut them a little bit smaller. We'll see. So I'll put, first step, cut the broccoli. We can bake the bacon for the bacon bits. Get those going in the oven. Thanks, heckin' random. Appreciate you. After that, while the bacon bits are baking, we can toast the pumpkin seeds. We don't really have to do anything with the raisins, so that's good. And then we have to shred the cheese. And obviously a dressing for that. And then Greek salad is actually an easier salad to make than the other one. You just kind of cut everything in the same size. So tomato, cucumber, peppers, like sweet bell peppers. I've never had a spicy Greek salad, but it would probably be good. R. Wester V, hello, how are you? And thank you for the 100 bits, friend. Appreciate that. Starting off the stream. Okay, so tomato, cucumber, pepper. We need feta, cheese, and olives, and we'll make the dressing for that one too. Like two of my favorite salads today. Yeah. Crimson, I bake my bacon. I do. It's so much easier to bake your bacon than to try and cook it in a pan on the stovetop. Like way easier. You wouldn't know that until you tried it as well. Most people don't know these things. I'm teaching you. Tracker, good to see you, and thank you heckin' random for the 100 bits. Tomato versus pesto, what is the best meat? Like, for which one? You're saying what meat goes with which thing? I like pesto with usually chicken. And then tomato, probably with beef. Yeah, baked bacon is the best way to do it. Thanks for the backup, chat. Y'all know you're the realist. Okay, so here's the recipes. I got everything to work today. There's 4 recipes. I don't know if these are actually all in Discord yet, but they will be at the end of the stream if you ever want to make these for yourself one day. Are Kalamatas a different type of olives from the ones that most people know, or is it just a different way of preparing the olives? I believe it's both. Like, it's a different varietal of olive altogether, and then they make a special brine for it, Crimson. And then this is for all of you contributing to the hype train. Choo choo! Okay, so pecan pie filling. Let's look at this recipe. We're gonna make a bunch. So that means that we have to scale the recipe. What does scaling mean? We have to do a little bit of math. Probably gonna times it by 3 for the filling. And then we should end up with like at least 10 of these mini pies. How do you bake bacon? You've tried wheat, but you can't get the bacon flavor. Wait, what? Okay, so if you guys want to know how to bake your bacon, just watch the stream coming up. You just bake it on a sheet pan in the oven for like 15-20 minutes. Hello, Paloozer. Welcome. How are you today? Okay, math. Math. That's why we have a calculator, and the teachers always said we'd never have a calculator in our pocket. Liars. Okay, so if every pie, I kind of like have a measurement of the amount of pecans for the size of the pie. So for like a normal size pie, I think I put 1.5 cups, or maybe even 2 cups worth of pecan halves into the pie. And then for these small ones, like kind of individual size, I put 1/2 cup of pecans in them, or maybe a little bit less. But I will say, if you try to put, like, load up your pecan pies or butter tarts, there is a limit. The limit exists for the nuts. You can definitely put too much and it just tastes weird. And it makes it have a weird texture, so don't do that. Definitely follow the recipe. The small one. Perfect instructions, bonk. Yeah, watch for doneness. Usually when it starts to like foam up, the fat on it, that's when I take it out. Okay, so let's do a ×3 here. So I'm not going to scale the pecan half part because I do that differently, but let's do the butter. So this is an American recipe. It's called Texas State Fair pecan pie. It's won some awards, obviously in Texas, and I thought, hey, this is probably going to be a good recipe because that's like where pecan pie is from. I don't know how many times I've made this recipe since, but it is like the recipe to make if you love pecan pie or butter tarts. I fed it to many pecan pie lovers and they just like go nuts for it. When I used to do our food for friends thing on the island for the catering on the weekends, I'd sell the pies for $30 each, like no problem. You got tri-tip, our Westerby, and you're making the steak bites tonight? Let's go. That's amazing. Okay, so 1.5 sticks of unsalted butter. So that's like 3/4 of a cup if we do it that way, which is a better way to scale the recipe. So 0.75, we'll do it ×3. So 2¼ cups of butter. Yeah, it is totally one of the worst pies nutrition-wise, just straight sugar. I don't even think the eggs or anything balance it out. Thanks for the hype train, friends. Choo-choo to all of you. Is butter good for us? I honestly think butter is better for us than like canola oil or stuff like that. Okay, so 1.5 cups of brown sugar. There's so many different sugars in this pie. There's white sugar. There's also corn syrup. Brown, white, corn syrup. I also love that combo. Sugar and butter? Yes, please. Okay, next up, there's actually milk in this recipe too. We put it in at the end with the butter. Or sorry, not with the butter, with the eggs and the flour. And that's how it makes it really smooth. No lumps in the filling allowed. So then 6 tablespoons of flour. Just makes the filling a little bit more stable in my mind and probably soaks up like any extra butter that could be in the recipe for any reason. Some vanilla. For sure, never leave the vanilla out of the pecan pie. That would be a tragedy. We will do 1.5 teaspoons of salt. Don't leave the salt out either of your pie. It's really good for balancing the sweetness and also brings out the nutty flavor from the pecans. We need 12 eggs. And that is it. And we have some whipping cream. If the guys want me to whip it, I will, but usually Sam just eats his pie with like a little bit of just fresh cream poured on top. That's it. That's why you don't sit down eating sticks of butter. You use it on other things. Thank you very much for your pro tips today, Paloozer. What?
I eat sticks of butter with everything.
I didn't say you did. Nobody did, even. I think he took it personally, chat. Okay, so that's the filling. Interesting part of the pecan pie filling is the butter And sugars actually get heated up on the stove top, just in a pot until it's like sizzling, bubbling up like a cauldron. And then you take it off. We let it cool for like probably close to 20 minutes, half an hour. And then we can mix in the eggs so we don't scramble the eggs, because that's disgusting. That would not be good. Scrambled eggs in a caramel. And then after that, you slowly stir in the milk and the flour until everything's smooth, and then we're good. Pouring cream on food? What is this shenanigans? I don't know. Who does that? Not us. Definitely not. Yeah. Basically mix together the most calorie-rich ingredients you got. On it, Frank. Okay, I'm going to leave my little recipe up here, but we're going to switch to cutting board now. Come on in, please. I need a pot. Like a medium-sized pot. Bless your soul. This is where we're starting. Who is this? No, but close. Elvin! It's Dark Ivan. Butter Tarts, hashtag blame viewed. Yep, he better be in here today. A 67 months resub. Is that one of the longest, I think, ever still? Insane, dude. Thank you so much. How is your weekend going? How's things? 67 months in a row. Where does the time go? Okay, butter. That way we can get the butter schmelting. So you need 2 1/4 cups. So this is 2 cups of butter right here. I use unsalted butter when I bake. I don't know about you guys. Just dealing with a flood? No. I think everyone at least once in their lives deals with a flood. It's unfortunate, but it happens. I suppose there are worse things to deal with. But I hope that the dealing with the flood goes quick. For your sake. Yeah. Once is enough for everyone anyways. Exactly. So that was 2 cups of butter. You have the high ground. There you go. Paloozers outsmarted all of us. Have you created anything delicious lately, Elvin? Where's our little measurement side on the butter? So at 2 1/4. This is, gotta line it up better. So then this would be the 1/2 cup. And that would be the 1/4 cup. Boom. We did it. You had some serious flooding a few years back, Paloozer? The highway just flooded and you're bone dry. Well, you picked a good spot to live then, that means. Just gotta wash the butter off my hands. And then I'll go grab all of the sugars. So if you have diabetes, this ain't the pie for you. You've been warned. Yeah. If you got the pie-beatus, you might just get diabetes. I like that one, Paloozer. Very nice. So they always say a dark brown sugar for this pie, but I always use the light brown sugar. So there's that. That's the info I have to report. So I guess we can say it doesn't really matter. Hello, yet it is. Welcome in. Okay, a couple of days ago you baked pascala, galya, koregi, Easter bread for your wife, a sweet bread flavored with mastic and mahalip. What is all these ingredients she can't find in the US and misses it enormously? So it turned out good then? Pecan pie, the most favorite selection on death row. Is it? Is it though? That's right, Proxima. You'll pry the pie out of my numb diabetes riddled hands. Oh my god. Okay, let me go get some measuring cups. Oh, I might have one here. Let's see. I have one measuring cup. You can use, we need a spoon for this, and then I'll get the other one for the corn syrup. One moment. It's not a pecan pie. Pecans are on the construction site. Did you ever watch Martha Stewart? We need a spoon of sorts as well. Maybe even a whisk will do. Okay, we got this fancy thing as well. So, this is a lot. 4.5 cups of brown sugar. I wasn't lying. Small amount of pies being made today. One. Can I scoop this? Yes, I can. That was easier. 2. Uh-oh. We got a rock. No! That's the worst. We're at, what was this, 3? You have to help me count, chat, so I don't mess it up. Four. And we'll do a half. Somehow, some way. Pecan pie is the best, yet it is. It's probably a good thing you don't have it very often. Everything in moderation in life. That's just what you have to follow. Okay, so there goes half the container of brown sugar. Got it. If you ever have sugar to use up, just make pecan pie. We'll reuse the measuring cup for the next sugar. How do you keep your brown sugar fresh in a container like that? So, I have something sneaky in here. I don't know if you just heard me mention it. But there's a piece of stale bread in the middle of the container. You just kind of bury it underneath there. And that is how you keep your sugar fresh. Ah! Don't worry. Crisis averted. You've been making a lot of muffalettas lately? That's like one of my favorite sandwiches. That makes me so happy. Do you make your own olive mix? We're gonna need a bigger sugar tub? No, we'll be okay. It's so wild, Trekker. I'm so happy I could like teach you new things. I don't know how it works or why, but it just does. It just works. Okay, so first we'll do this white sugar. So 2.25 cups of white sugar. Just throw the butter in the sugar container. It should be fine. We have this little terrace cottage looking tile that's specifically to keep brown sugar from going dry. Oh, yes, yes, yes. Yeah, a little terracotta disc. I used to have that too. And then all of a sudden, one day it just like stopped working. And then like eventually I just had this piece of bread's not that old, but I had this one piece of sourdough bread that I made, and I'm pretty sure I kept it for like 5 years in my brown sugar containers in like all the different places that I lived. It was hilarious. It just went everywhere with me. It was just the best piece of bread ever. I really made a mess. The sugar's supposed to go in the pot, not on the board. Vintage sugar bread, exactly. Okay, so this is a little like plunger measuring cup. See, it's like a push pop. So you need 1.5 cups of the corn syrup. So if we put it up to the blue line there, that's the 1 cup mark to start. We'll use up that little bit, no problem. You tried fixing it and it kept auto-correcting to the word. I understood what you meant, don't worry. You were in NOLA recently, that's right. I remember hearing about your beignets. Oh, and then another note on the recipe. It says light corn syrup on the recipe, but I've always used this golden one. So maybe that's where I make up for my light brown sugar, because I use a golden corn syrup instead. Costco carries the olive mix for the muffaletta sandwich in NOLA. What the heck? Well, that's easy. Push it back down. If we can. Oh, I think it's suctioned. Help. Okay, I got it. Yeah, that's really cool, Elvin. Another 1/2 cup. That's one way to clear out all the corn syrup and stuff from the pantry. Perfect. Is that the same lady yelling as last time outside? Or is that the game?
No, that's the lady.
She's got stories to tell. Do we need to hold on to this? The answer is no. Okay, so now we're gonna put this on the stove top. Do only like a medium heat. Don't go too high because we don't want to burn the sugar. Switch this up. Oh, we get some interesting folks here, Paloozer. Some days we just have people yelling in the neighborhood for like hours on end. It's like, you need some serious help. Or yeah, the motorbikes that fly past with their radios blaring even louder than their exhaust. Who would do that? Not me. Okay, so I'm gonna go grab a whisk. I just wanted to wipe all the sugar off the cutting board before we carried on here. And then let me see if I can get my gimbal on. And we might be able to get another view. Gotta raise it up though, because I can't see in the pot. It's a tragedy. really. What do I want to use? I think this will work. I think this will work. I needed the flour anyways coming up, so I thought I would just bring it over while I was there. Don't do this to me, Gimbal. Okay, this is the best view I could do with the angle of the pot and such. Let's see. That's like not that bad, I guess. You can't really see what's in the pot though. Somebody help! Help us!
Are you using the gimbal?
I have the gimbal, yeah?
You can tilt it.
Oh yeah, I can raise it up on its own little thing.
Then you can tilt the phone.
Okay, let me see. Let me see. Let me see. Just needed a whisk. So also note, chat, how I put the butter on the bottom of the pot to start. Kind of just helps the sugar along without it getting too hot. First thing. What part can you tilt on it? That's my precarious setup. Okay, so while we're waiting, guys, we will measure out our eggs. Whoa! Okay, I'm gonna switch this for a sec. Oh, there was a tilt there. I was worried. I was trying to do it and it wasn't going. We need 1 dozen eggs. We're gonna crack them all ahead of time. Just whisk them up in a bowl. And then just leave them on the side while we're waiting. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. Awesome. There we go. 12. And then while we're doing this, we'll just keep an eye on our sugars at the stove top as well. It'll take a couple moments to melt everything together. And that's why we don't put it on high heat. And this is really the only thing that will be, like, cooking today. Sam says, let's try that.
It won't go wireless today, obviously.
It wasn't going wireless today. I don't know if you want to check. That looks way better, actually. Ah! I touched it and then I broke it. So then he just walks away. Why was it that precarious? Oh, did you have this posted on the thing? Maybe that's why. Okay, go back to it. Stove, L. Face, S.
Stove, hell, face, ass.
Chat, we did it! Ah. Ah. It looks good. Nothing's bubbling yet, so I'll just crack the eggs while we're waiting over here. You don't really need to see that.
Does it bring your induction over?
I don't want to use induction because it F's with the
I
microphone.
can bring your other hot pan over.
We're good, right, chat? This is wonderful. So you get egg cracking ASMR in the back. I'm not yelling at you. Hello, Pete. How are you doing? Welcome, welcome in. Holy. Hate when you crack an egg and it like explodes everywhere. What's with that? Plus I like having the scene of the stovetop because then I can keep an eye on my pot without having to turn around.
Yeah.
It's honestly the greatest.
Greatest thing.
Everyone should stream while they cook. Is there still music on in the background? Yes. I always do that literally as the music turns off and goes to the next song. Don't ask what's wrong with me. Whoa, the door opened. Why'd the door open so creepily beside me? Hello? Can I do the egg crack with one hand trick? Like, I can crack it with one hand. It's not the easiest. But I can do it, like, if you want to see it. I've already cracked all my eggs, though. I'm more about, like, efficiency for those sort of things. Okay, the butter is getting melted. Let's give it a stir. So we want this to come up to a simmer, and, like, that's it. And then you can shut it off. It's important, though, that all the sugars kind of cook together with the butter. The layer on top, so dang good. There's nothing wrong with me, thanks, Paloozer. I am a pretty hyper-aware person. I want to use another whisk. I think we'll just leave these eggs. I just cracked all those eggs, the 12 that we needed. We'll just use that same whisk later on. Don't need to make another dish dirty. We'll put the sugars away. I'll grab vanilla while I'm over here. We really don't have much left. Oh my gosh. We're even gonna make it? It's scary. That's all that's left? We'll put that over on the side. I suppose while we're waiting, I'm just gonna take the pie tins out of the packaging and put them on a sheet pan for later. You always practice egg cracks with one hand to impress the ladies. I bet it works too, hey? Add more booze. Actually, wait, I think I have seen a pecan pie recipe with, like, is it whiskey or, no, usually it's a bourbon pecan pie. So that's where all my nice sheet pans are. I don't know what he's doing. What my crazy roommate's doing. Whoa, there's bubbles. See? Wow, you don't go anywhere. Okay, so that's bubbling. The butter's melted. It might not mix completely in at this stage, but I will tell you that when we get the eggs mixed in and like the flour and the milk at the end, everything combines really nice. So let this go for like a minute or two more, bubbling like that. I'm gonna take the whisk out so you can see it now. And then that'll be good. And we can start rolling out our pies. When your lady dinner date's picking eggshells out of her teeth later. Oh, I hate that. I hate that. Like one of my most biggest pet peeves ever is being served eggshell. In like anything, it doesn't matter if it's breakfast, baking, anything like that. It's so bad. Just the worst. Got that. I got my flour bin over here. Let's give this one more stir and I think we'll take it off the heat. That looks really good. Help it cool off faster, we'll just pop it on a trivet like this. Over on the side. Yeah, the eggshells are good for you. Oh my god. Okay, so I think that's it for the gimbal for now. But yeah, this stuff is like molten hot. I'll give you a show on this view. So we're coming over to roll out pie dough anyways, but that's how it looks right now. Be very careful with the sugar at this point. If you get this on your skin, it'll really, really hurt. And then we'll just stir that every few moments as we roll out the pie shells and fill the tins to help it cool off quicker. But that's what we want that stage of the filling to look like. The nutritional value of eggshells, I think there's good nutrition in them. Yeah, calcium, exactly. Okay. Get this notebook out of here. So I have this just beside me on the counter. I have the rolling pin here. I'll bring our flour bin over. Pop that up on the side. Eat half an eggshell a day? Not a chance. I'll just even use that for our flours. And let's see how our pie dough's feeling. It's feeling good. I'm gonna choose the ones that feel the softest just to start. We have these two. Hi, Mickey, as well as Annie coming in. How's the weekend going so far? Actually, I'm gonna blow my nose really quick. 1 sec before I start this. Okay, it's me, I'm back. Nice, yeah, you must be feeling better, Mickey, if you went to the gym today. Annie, you have a lot of raking to do. Are all the leaves basically falling now then? Okay, so we're gonna take a little bit of flour. I don't need too much flour with this pie dough though to roll it out. Always try and use as little as possible. Just give it like a little swirl on that side. And do the same with the other side. We can always add more as we're rolling it out, right? But we can't really take it away. Eggshell powder. I've heard about like putting that into your garden too, I think. It's okay. I can read all that. Oh, the grass would die. You get so many leaves. You tried it before. It's okay. Okay, so let's... Actually, I almost got carried away making it too big. So the size of this pan, we don't need to make this any wider. I'm gonna make it like a lengthwise kind of pie shell to roll out. This is one thing I always sometimes forget when we make the smaller ones. Just flip that over. But yeah, it's really nice. Look at how easy this is rolling out. Oh my gosh. Kind of square that one up a bit. And then I always roll it out to like a 1/4 inch thickness. Annie, thank you very much for the 719 bits. When did you even sneak those in? I didn't even hear it. Must have like blended in with the music or something.
Like 45 seconds ago.
What the hecky? You're going into lurk mode? Okay, Kimmers. Enjoy your BlizzCon viewing. Yeah. Scaramouche, thank you for the 91. Trouble is about to ensue. I think that is good. Because then I'll show you how I do this. We'll go a 1 and a 2. Easy. Would you rather be pious or caked in mud? I'd rather be caked in mud. Are you guys feeling okay today? What are even these words? Oh yeah, we already had the pie and cake chat. Now I understand it. I said Sambo's a pie man. He's not a cake guy. I think this is too big for me to use my tart tamper on. If these were smaller though, I'd show you a little trick. So we're just working on getting the pie dough all the way down to the bottom. Of the tin to start. Kind of press it in there if you need to. I just want one nice layer. It's okay if the edges get like a little bit crimped like how you see. Don't worry too much about that. It's just important that we maximize the space for the filling. So there's that. And then from here, I might leave a little bit of a thicker crust edge. I actually was having a hard time finding these pie tins. These are actually a pot pie pan. So the edge for the crust is a little bit different compared to a regular pie pan. So let's see. I'm sure we can make do. You're a cake gal, Trekkert? It is a hard one. I don't know. I think I might be a pie gal too. Wherever gluten-free pies exist now. What's the crackling sound? Not again. I don't know. This microphone pack sometimes has issues. Let me know if it carries on and I'll switch to the other pack. So then from here we gotta crimp the edges, right? And we'll come a bit closer for this. So we're gonna take our thumb and then our 2 index fingers and we're gonna press our thumb there and then push in to make like a triangle basically. And this just keeps the crust from sinking too far down into the tin when we bake it and fill it. Sometimes you need a little bit of extra flour on your fingers when you do this part, because it tries to stick. You can always go around a second time if you need to, though. Boom. One and done. And if you put your knuckles into the bottom by accident, just kind of press it back smooth. You love steak pies. Steak pies sound good. Okay, I'm just gonna stir the sugar to help it cool off. We'll stir it in between every crust we make. One thing about sugar is it really holds its heat. You're a pie whore, Bong. They're setting off more fireworks there tonight, Mickey. They're celebrating the holiday. Yeah, in like Europe when I was in the UK, got like kind of almost a rude awakening, we can say. Because there's so much savory pies and like pastries and stuff like that in the UK, but there's not like as much sweet pies like how North America is.
There's a lot of shitty pecan pies.
Like I was really in love with all of the different pasties. Tried a bunch of different ones.
Making patties?
Mmm. Greg's, the pie shop, I think I went there when I was in Newquay. I think I went to Greg's. It's like kind of a chain, but not really. They're the best ones. Yeah, I think I got a couple different ones from there, like 3? This was so long ago though now, like almost 10 years. What? Crackling only when I talk? Is anyone else hearing this? Or is it just me? Or not even me? Is it just Frank? You got a cousin named Greg and he's not a good person. The loser. I love your little tidbit notes like that. Okay, so we're crimping and then on to the next one. Guys, don't hear any crackling either. Frank, why is it always you? I'm confused in this. Done. You hear the crackling, but it's from the fireworks, Mickey. That's fair. I'm gonna move this up here. We need more room. Okay, next one. So all the different pie scraps that we trim off, I'm not really like bunching them up together and crimpling them up. I'll show you what to do with them at the end. Just popping them on the corner of the cutting board for now. Chillin'. Pie crust. Your mom turned the heater on to 24 degrees? Holy. Okay, thanks for the update on the noises, friends. I don't know what's going on. I'd like to know, though. Look how easy this rolls out. Oh no, if it starts sticking, you know what that means. More flour. Actually, we need to turn this now. This isn't really wide enough on this edge. There we go. That feels nice and smooth. Cut it in half. You keep your house, yeah, at like a nice cool temperature. So do we. Like our bedroom is pretty chilly today, but it feels so refreshing. Did I make this too big? And is that one gonna be too small? There's only one way to find out. Touching the thermostat turns into a hostage situation. I have heard that. I've heard that from various families I've met. Did you touch the thermostat? Don't touch it.
Get a t-shirt.
Yeah, it is a good way to save money on utilities, though. You're right in that sense, Checker. Want to save money on utilities? Just live life a little bit colder in the house. That's it. Yeah, Annie's solo, so he can do whatever he wants. Well, la-dee-da. That is a perk, isn't it? Yeah, bonk. Okay, just keep crimping. I don't know what happened to that one. Restart. Oh, you live in a building where, like, they determine the temperature for everyone? So it's just always hot, then, is what you're saying?
Oh, like here.
Yeah, like, we have a thermostat in our place. But I don't think it's accurate, because, like, we always have the window cranked open in the middle of winter. Yeah, that is the worst feeling ever. Just always hot and, like, spongy air. Boom. Look at how good that looks. We already have 3 done. Okay, we gotta stir the sugar. Remember, between every crust, gotta help the sugar cool off. $27 degrees Celsius there? Wow. That's interesting, Scaramouche. This one is, like, gonna be just big enough. 8 degrees there. Yeah, that's more similar to our weather too, Mickey. I will say, pie crust is a pretty forgiving thing to learn to work with. The first couple of times I was like pretty scared to work with the pie dough. I don't know what to do, but now it's like so easy. It's almost like Play-Doh. Yeah, I've been noticing that too, Mickey, is it's really getting like dark quick and then it takes forever for the sunrise in the morning now. I miss it already. We're almost halfway done this part. This is like the hardest part of today's stream. You're missing the summer already. Kinda me too. It went by so fast. Get some flour along the edge, then maybe it won't stick to my finger as bad. Wait, the clocks go back tonight?
Yeah.
I didn't know this. Does that mean we get extra sleep or less sleep? Less sleep? We're falling back?
Yeah.
Don't fall too far back.
You still have to do it while you're at work.
That is true.
That's like last year,
That was a really weird feeling, yeah, when we had to switch in the middle of night shift at work, the clocks. Like, what do we do?
oh, you just lost an hour worth of time.
Yeah. Okay. Another one. The other thing that this recipe always says is to par-bake your pie crusts before you fill them. That is not the case. Yeah, you think you'll get an extra hour of sleep, but then you'll still just wake up at the same time because that's what your body's used to. That's the funniest. Stir the sugar, help it cool off. Okay, next. Yeah, you always sleep later when you stay up later, though. That makes sense, though, doesn't it? Yeah, then you have to go around and set all the different appliance clocks again. A literal meeting of two legends in chat. Just keep rolling, rolling, rolling. Whoa. It feels nice and even. Do you have a lot of people that you're meeting at the pub tomorrow for your birthday, Mickey? Did I mention why I used a marble rolling pin? No, I didn't, Bonk, but I will. So I use a marble rolling pin because it helps the dough stay cool. I think I gotta roll this a bit more in the middle here. She's a touch thick. And then also I really like the weight of the marble rolling pin, because you don't have to use a lot of force to roll out whatever you're rolling, right? Because the weight of the marble helps the gravity part of that. But yeah, it's important as you're rolling out, especially pie crust with the butter in it, that this dough doesn't get too warm. It'll get really hard to work with. So yeah, the marble helps it stay cool. You kind of want to head to the bakery. You're gonna get a pie after this. You gotta make your own pie, Scaramouche. That's the rule. If you participate in pie stream, you must make pie. You suck at baking? Well, there's one way to get better at it. Elvin. Just keep crimping. Crimping ain't easy. As my roommate would say, I didn't know excuses were on the order menu today. Yeah, just eat your mistakes. There you go. That's an easy way to go about learning things. There's some things you leave to professionals. That's like me and sushi. Gluten-free cookies? What the heck? I think I posted a couple cookies in Discord that are gluten-free this week, Annie. In my Instagram scrolling adventures. One was like a lemon drop one that looked so good. And I think the other one is like a Nutella something or other. A nutty chocolate one that looked really good. You're baking a honey wheat bread loaf later today and you're clueless. How come? What do you need help with? A honey wheat loaf should be pretty simple. Gotta push this part down more. Don't know if you saw the Nutella one. I think it's just right above or below that other one. I just forget what it's called. Let's see. This music sounds crazy. Spicy chocolate chip hazelnut is under the gluten-free lemon ones. Like, you don't have to put the black pepper in, but I thought that was an interesting recipe. I'm so jealous of you having beignets in NOLA. Just shove it in our faces, why don't you? She posted a recipe on YouTube the other day, Paloozer, for what? For beignets? There, it's trimmed. Crimp it. Cafe du Monde. I hate when that happens to like a place that everyone says is so good. And then you go there and you're like, what was all the hype about? That happens to a lot of those popular places though, because it just gets too difficult to consistently cook the food in the way that it should be done. When you try and jam too many people into a restaurant all the time, things start to suffer, right? Okay, so here's where we're at. I have 6 pies ready to go. I guess I will need another sheet pan, and then I'm just gonna give the sugar one more stir while I'm over here. It's feeling good. Still some good warmth to the outside of the pot, so no, definitely not ready to accept the eggs yet. We ain't making scrambled eggs. Just keep going. Greek salad, Suki. You got it, man. Wonder how Limping Lemon is doing. Did they come in not long ago? Like, it might be a couple months ago now, Annie, but Limping Lemon was in a bit ago.
Yeah.
And they said, hey, they remembered everyone. It was actually awesome feeling. Swirl it, swirl it. So we're at six tins. I'll roll out 10 and then probably stop there. So only 4 more after this. Easy mode. Stop sticking. Make sure it feels evenly rolled out. That's why I always feel the dough first before I'm like, yeah, it's good. Feels good. After you eat the pie, Annie wants to know, Sam, if you have a tinge of regret.
Nope.
He says nope.
Like the whole thing? Nope, never do.
No regrets. Elvin, have you missed that saying? Easy mode. Live here on Cook with Kate. No regrets. Mickey says hi. You have to say hi.
Hi, Mickey.
What? What are you whispering over there? Chat, out of everything that we've created over the years on stream together, would you say this one is the most made one? This is the recipe that we've made the most amount of times repetitively? I think so. At this point. The amount of times that I've made this pie crust on stream. Pecan pie is definitely the most made thing. And then what? After that one... Probably like pizza or something when we were doing the food for friends still. We made a lot of pizzas back then. Another one. These little ones are honestly so effortless to make. Done it so many times now. There's no stresses. Next most made. Ooh, that one's so delicious, Suki. Life-changing. If no one's ever had that one before. French silk pie.
Probably brisket after that.
Only took like 5 billion hours to make the French silk pie.
So
but I can tell you, the 5 billion hours, they were worth it.
That was so fucking good.
Right? It was so, so delicious.
Paul, like, immediately called us, was like, hey, can you have more of that?
Paul did?
Yeah, remember?
I don't, but I'm glad that you do. Do you have any more pie? Oh, yeah, and then he was all sad because we actually didn't.
Yeah.
And yeah, I was always baking up brioche. This is true. Elvin remembers. Made a lot of brioche buns. With like so many different things on the buns too.
Now she's Shrek.
Now no more gluten. For now at least. I'm gonna see if sourdoughs are maybe a go. Start slow and then go from there. Okay, we're at 8. Give the sugar a stir. It's almost ready for the eggs. It literally is just caramel in there right now in the pot. Yes, please. Wait, I still have 3 crusts extra? Into the freezer. Yeah, Bonk is freed from the blame game, everyone. If no one else was aware. Mish got like forced into it though. I kind of feel bad. I wasn't part of this forcing. Chat just like went ham. Yeah, it's only 3 more months of the year. She has it pretty easy. Yeah, Bong, you served like an extra term. Extra long. Thank you for your political services. It's true, it was democratically voted. You're not wrong. Mish, you're here? Oh no. See, you better be careful, everyone. She's always here. She's alive. Thank goodness. Yeah, that's how you summon a Mish. Just blame it. I don't want to see any feta complaints today. In chat or else.
Well, currently there's no feta, so you can't.
No, you can't. You have to be patient. It's a blame. Oh, she would put a feta. Really, Mish? Do you want a 2-year term like Bonk? Or you want to just serve out these last few months easily? Okay, these are the last 2 tins. That's true, she might like it too much. Hello, Watermelon, welcome. How's your weekend? How goes tart making? It's going really good. We're almost done, actually. These are our last 2 tins that we have to fill. What are you up to? Gotta make sure we press all the crust into the bottom. Yeah, all is well here. Having like a cozy, chill weekend. Cozy Twitch surfing, nice. I know that's like a pretty popular thing for a lot of people on Saturday mornings. Just hanging with the crew. We missed you too, Mish. Can you tell?
And the wall will be cleaner. We gotta patch it.
We gotta finish the wall.
Gonna go catch a movie later? What are you watching? A Persian ice cream place? What is Persian ice cream? Kanara! Welcome in. It's good to see you too. How have you been? I'm just crimping. It's serious stuff. This crimping ain't easy. Welcome in, my fellow food and drink streamer. What's new? You've been well? That's awesome to hear. That's right, Suki. It did choose me. Nice. Thanks for shouting out Kanara, whoever did this. Everyone, go click on Kanara's name. Go give her a follow. Maybe even subscribe to her channel if you want to do that. Amazing streamer. You play some games now on stream too, right? I'm not around a ton, so I'm not like hugely updated on what's going on with everyone. But yeah, awesome streamer. Chill cooking, you can definitely go learn a thing or two from her, especially if you're into like canning and preserving, which I totally am. She has an amazing oven too, like the most glorious oven ever. So yeah, there's that. Hopefully you can catch her when she's live. I think those are all the wonderful things I have to say about Kanara. There might be more, I don't know. Probably.
Did you go to TwitchCon, Kanara?
Oh yeah, Kanara. Did you go to TwitchCon this year? I'm one of the last OG food streamers. I guess that's kind of true, hey?
Chef Party stop?
Is Robin still streaming? Does anybody know this? You went to TwitchCon and it was so much fun. That's awesome. I'm glad you enjoyed yourself because I've had fun all the times that I went too. Okay, so I'm gonna do 5 pies per baking pan. Spread them out that way so it bakes nice and even. Okay, so I gotta do a little bit of a cleanup just on the cutting board, but this is where we're at. So we got all the shells filled. Suppose I can probably turn the oven on in a bit. So I'm just gonna clean up this mess before we go any further. The pie scraps, I'm just gonna put into a Ziploc bag. I'll let the boys decide what they want me to use that up with.
Cinnamon.
Brown sugar, cinnamon bits?
Yeah.
Okay. I'll make that tomorrow. Watch the VOD of the food battle on Bub stream. It looked fun. I can tell you from experience, it is fun. Pirates of Penzance? What are you doing? Are you okay, Annie? Pirates. Pirates? I love pirates. In another life, maybe I was one. A good pirate, though.
Pardon?
Do good pirates exist? I don't know. I'm just gonna get a bench scraper really quick. It's a musical. Holy. Literally the hardest part of the stream is complete. I did the The TwitchCon food competition, you're saying, Watermelon? Yes, I did. It was so crazy and fun. Seriously. Okay, so the extra pie crusts go in the fridge, or freezer rather. I didn't put that much flour on the apron. There's been worse times had. Best part of both these is just wipe it off. Best part of the apron. Okay. Okay. So bring this over. I'm gonna turn on the oven right now too so it can warm up. While we finish this off. This is looking perfect. So this is going to become the filling for the pecan pies or the butter tarts. So this was just the butter and some sugars cooked together on the stovetop until it was simmering. And then we let it cook for a couple minutes together and then turned it off, and it's been cooling ever since. We've been stirring it momentarily this last bit. So next up, we're going to add, just try and cool it down further. It's butter tart or pecan pie. I'll post the recipe right now in chat for you, Watermelon. Check it out. The first one is the crust that I always make from scratch, and the second one is the pecan pie recipe. Okay, so we're gonna pour some milk in here next, as well as we'll mix in some flour, vanilla, and salt, and then last thing to go in is the eggs. So we need 9 tablespoons of milk. Which is kind of like a hard measurement. How do you measure that small of a thing? I think I'm just gonna try and get a small cup and do it from there. Yeah, Sally's baking addiction is the best. Watermelon. Hi, Cookie. How are you today? Let's start with that. We need 9 of these. Wayne, don't die. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and then Sam has to drink the rest. Charlie, AEW20, thank you for the follow. I just have some extra milk.
Oh, okay.
You just have to drink the milk from the cup.
I have to.
You have to. Bless your soul. I think he actually is dying. Okay, so we're gonna mix the milk in first. It takes a little bit for this to accept the milk. Kind of have it melt into this. So we'll add the extra liquid into this, and then, oh Lord. And then we'll add the flour at the end. Make sure you get it around all of the sides as well. Don't splash it, just go slow. Don't do what I did. This username does not exist. Hello. Okay, that wasn't that bad. To combine it. Scraping around the sides where it feels a little bit stuck. The milk did a good job of dissolving the slightly hardened sugars. You'd take this pot on a date, Mish says. Where are you going with it? Where are you taking it? Vanilla is going in. Doesn't it look so good and glossy? Give me the vanilla. It's a vanilla tragedy. We're just gonna make it, I think. That might be it. What the heck was that outside? There's no more vanilla. I'm not sad, you're sad. Would you drool over Medjool? Has anyone seen those like viral date bark stuff that's going around online? It's like you pit the date and then you flatten them out on a sheet pan all together. And then you coat it in like melted peanut butter, a layer. And then you drizzle it with chocolate, I think it was, or something. So you need 6 tablespoons of flour. That's 3, 4, 5, 6. We'll add the salt. 1.5 teaspoons. Put some bourbon into the bottle to use it up. That is a good idea. What does the flour do here? Just stabilizes this filling a little bit more, Mish. So that it's not just like eggs, butter, and sugar. Helps soak up the fats. And we do all this while it's cool so that we don't get any lumps in the filling. I've done it before when the filling is too hot and everything gets like so lumpy. We had to strain it out and it was so annoying. So I learned from my mistake.
Yep, that was good.
It wasn't a good one that time. Yeah, nope, the fat's still there. You're right in that one, Mish. Just gonna test the temperature of this. If it's not like hot to try and eat, we can add the eggs. It literally just tastes like toffee right now. So then, last ingredient to go in here is just our eggs. So just take our whisk, tap it off. We're gonna whip the eggs up now and then add them to the sugar. And then we can start to pour the sugar into the pie tins. I usually measure the nuts out first and put them in the pie shell, and then I pour the filling over top of it. Nice, you got that oxtail? That sounds really good. Was it a good, like, looking product, too? Hopefully not too expensive. He stole the ox's tail. How do you know he still needed it, Alvin? We try and get the eggs to be, like, really creamy together before we add it into the toffee. There we go. $10.99 a pound. Not cheap, but yeah, worth it as like a nice little treat for yourself, we can say. Not Eeyore. Smells so delicious. Pin the ox on the tail. I think my brain said that too, Suki. Just sounds better that way. What the heck? I didn't even know Bonk went to lurk. He's back, though. Okay, I think we're there. Madness is complete. Everything is nice and smooth. So first, we're gonna measure the nuts into all of the pie tins. Giving this a wipe really quick. What? Who's dying? What are you guys doing over there? Nothing. Should I believe that? Oh yeah, imagine dipping your finger in there. It was really good, the little spoonful I had before I put the eggs in it. Heckin' good. Spread these out. Yeah? Yeah.
Yeah.
You wanna feast on the pies with your eyes? You're leaving us, Elvin? You're leaving us?
Bye.
Sam, come back. Gotta say bye. It's been forever. Miss
Bye,
you.
dude.
Thanks for popping in today. I know everyone's weekends are always so busy. Thanks for taking a little bit of time out of your life. Okay, so for these mini pies, we're gonna do just under a half cup of pecan halves to start. Now that's some perfect portioning, I would say, chat. That one had a bunch of dust in it. Might have to sneak a few from the other pies. Holy though. Talk about cutting it close. Taking like one pecan out of each other crust to fill up this last one. It's nuts, I tell you. Okay. You can't imagine how good this is? Okay, do I want to pour this into a measuring cup or just straight from the pot? I think I usually pour it in a measuring cup. Pick one with a good spout. I picked this one. I'll just pour a bit into here at a time. It begins. Ah! Oh no! Kitchen witch! Poof! Hello! Kitchy and friends are here and you brought snacks? Sweet, we can trade snacks later. Hides with the nuts. Mish! How was your stream today, friend? Welcome in. We're just putting some finishing touches on these pecan pies, aka extra large butter tarts, if anyone's from Canada. What did you make today? What kind of snacks? Hello, you're J-Man. Wayne, do you like pecan pie? I thought you hate it. So my roommate hates pecan pie, but he'll eat the one that I make. If that says anything about this recipe. Thank you, friend. Yeah. We even made the crust from scratch for these. What? Pumpkin gnocchi? That sounds delicious. Did it turn out really good? I love everything pumpkin around this time of year. And thank you, FCB, gifting the sub to Kitchen Witch, who just blessed us with a raid. Welcome to the kitchen crew, friend. That pumpkin gnocchi's delicious. Okay, well, this is awesome. I thought maybe I'd not have enough filling, but we have, like, extra. We have extra. I just don't have enough nuts to make more pecan pies.
That's all of them? 10 of them?
Yeah, like perfect.
Oh, and we send some to my parents.
Was that the other ones?
Yeah.
Okay, I think a couple of these I'll top up. They need them. Okay, complete. Awesome. So those are gonna go into the oven. I like to always just set like a 15-minute timer. That's how it looks. They're like nice individual pecan pies. It's my husband's favorite dessert to have. He's not a cake man. He's a pie guy. Thank you, Kitchen Witch, gifting the sub to your J-Man. Welcome to the kitchen crew, friend.
It's the perfect one-size portion.
It is. Like, look at this. How could you go wrong with that?
Yeah.
We'll pop those both in. Oh, I should definitely fix that. Yesterday we were using the broiler on stream, so the one oven rack is really high up. Dust? Where did this dust pirate come from? Sneaking in here. Okay, so that's one of the hardest parts of stream today.
Hype train!
Hey, Annie, thank you for the 5. I'm gonna clean up. I'm cleaning up. Whoa. Y'all are nuts, you know that? Nuts. The stream today is nuts. Choo choo indeed. Same with you, Cookie. You're all a bunch of nuts. Okay, Annie, let's welcome in the 5 from Annie. We got a Blue Mist, Ryan K. Hawkins. Is that supposed to say Spookies? Specialist Sauce, and Vanicor. Welcome, friends. Cookie, thank you for the 1,909 bits. Where are we at? 22% of the way through our bit goal. Solar for the truck. Thank you for that. If there's no lids on it, it's not a pie? What, Buffalo? Then what is it? And thanks for the alert, Kitchen Witch. I feel you. I know the pain of being a food streamer. Someone's got to clean up after the stream. But yeah, thank you for the lurk. We'll be here for a bit still. So now while the pies are baking, we're gonna start by, I think, making the broccoli salad first. That one has a bit more prep and like cooking that needs to be done for it. Then the Greek salad, which is just some vegetable chopping. Practice some knife skills today as well. Deep dish pizza, that's what we made. That's not a pizza. We didn't make pizza dough, you butt. Yes, Mickey. Few glasses of wine pre birthday night. It's always a birthday week, not just a birthday. Watermelon, thank you for the 300. Appreciate you. A menu request from Mythical Suki. You saved up 50,000 pots and pans points. Just watching the stream. Doesn't cost you anything monetarily. I like this option. Buffalo chicken, mac and cheese. You know the way to my heart. As the weather cools off, pasta will be had. I'll just make a gluten-free version for myself of it. You still have another 130K to use up. Well, let me finish that one off first, okay? Holy comfort food, Batman? Totally. Totally, Annie. That. Okay, I'm just gonna take my. Hello? Hello, is it me? So when I unplugged my phone, that was the camera before. I don't know why, but it just disconnected the whole stream. Like my OBS didn't shut off. It just disconnected the stream for you guys. Interesting. Yes, yeah, soup season. I was almost gonna make a broccoli cheddar soup today, but I was feeling more like a salad instead. There's so many soups. I had like such a good soup rotation. I think I made 11 different soups when I was cooking at work. So that like the whole rotation, we only had each soup twice. Didn't really double up. Potato bacon soup is life. All of them are so good. Okay. Take a peek at the recipe for the broccoli salad. That's what we're making next. I think we'll probably start by prepping the bacon to cook after the pies are done. We gotta wait for those. And thank you, friends, for another hype train already. 7 subbies, 2,200 bitlies. Enjoy all your emotes as well. Okay, so we need a bowl. What else? Bacons. I think we need broccoli in the broccoli salad, right? Wait, what about the feta in the broccoli salad? You can do it? Okay. I mean, we were all wondering. How come this doesn't want to go down? Oh, because it's... There we go. But thank you for letting us know, Mish. Is there anywhere where you can't put feta? Just asking for myself. Get some stuff out of here that we don't need. Okay, I'm gonna need some parchment, sheet pan, foil. That's our bacon strips. Don't give feta to newborns, probably.
Why not?
That's not a bad tip.
Why not?
Yeah, what happens, what do you say if someone asks, but why not? Why can't you give feta to a newborn? Don't try to? That's probably a better phrase. Ew, feta in your toothpaste in the morning? No way. That soup looked fantastic, Annie. I was scrolling through Discord like I do every morning when I wake up. Or wait, no, that was Bob's soup. That was Bob's soup that he posted. Spread it out. Hi, Lily. Good to see you. Babies can have feta? Mish, why are you lying to us like that? It's because she just wants more feta for herself. Feta ice cream? So you're gonna make it first, right? And then tell us if we all need to make it too. What the heck is that? Okay, bacon time. I'm not gonna use the whole pound. We're making bacon bits. Who in chat bakes their bacon? Holy, they really thick cut it for once. It's a good one. Then we're gonna go fat side away. We're gonna layer it. Just like that. Your bacon bakes you. Nice. You don't eat bacon anymore, Annie? Is that because you have allergy to some things that they use to make bacon? Wait, how did this get flipped? This is supposed to be this way. That's how it got flipped. Just try try to stay away from the salt and the nitrates. I was gonna say, I thought it was nitrite. Nitrate. What were you thinking, yet it is? Where did your thought process go? It is really thick bacon. Probably actually gonna stop. How much more pieces do we have in here? Probably stop after this, actually. I guess I could have centered all the bacon strips. So we're just making bacon bits. And just pull it over. They're really thick and meaty pieces, though. Holy. Some of the nicer bacon I've seen from the store in a while. Who remembers when we used to make our own bacon? For stream. I have seen that cookie. I'm so intrigued by the celery powder for the nitrate-free bacon. So it just gives you the same effect, but it's just a different ingredient. Weird. That was you, yet it is, for the feta ice cream. I would eat it if it was prepared properly. Served with the right things. For sure. Okay, so this is just going on to the side for now because our oven is filled up. Ain't no room for bacon strips. First step done. I'll grab another little pan for myself for our toasting of pumpkin seeds. I usually just use a little pan like that. Well, thick cut bacon is always the way to go. No matter if you bake it cook it on the stove top, whatever, right? She be real thick. That should get nice and crispy. Okay, next one for the Brocco salad. Pumpkin seeds. I always just buy them raw so that we can toast them ourselves. That should be enough. One nice layer on the bottom of the pan. So we'll put that in the oven when we put the bacon in the oven. Pepitas, yes. Yeah, where you also learn French. Grains de citrouille. This is what we know. Pumpkin, sunflower seed, and nut granola with no oats. Yes. I love granola. Love me some yogurt with granolas. Okay, so if we reference our list from before, the pies, we're at the part of baking for 15 to 30 minutes. Our first 15 minutes is almost done already. Bacon bits are working. Toast pumpkin is working for the broccoli salad. We have our raisins behind me. We just have to cut the broccoli and shred the cheese to finish that one and then mix it together. Yes, yeah, pumpkin seeds are really good for you. Hashtag easy peasy. Okay, so maybe first we'll cut the broccoli and put it into a bowl. Biggest salads ever. Manganese. I was gonna say magnesium for the pumpkin seeds, but I knew it was wrong. It's manganese. There's our Brocco. It's cheaper for us to buy it already in the florets like this than to buy just a head of broccoli. So that's what we do. We'll probably have to cut a bunch of these pieces down smaller though. Okay, just having a peek here. That's my 15-minute timer. Things are looking good. I think we definitely need another 15, so I'll just put that timer on right now. Magnesium is common in a lot of veggies. Well, that's good to know too. Maybe even in broccoli, right? Yeah, magnesium. I think most people these days are deficient in magnesium and like we don't even know it. So what I always like to do is just pick out all the really small, perfect pieces that we don't have to cut, put them into the bowl, and then we see what we do have to work with, and then go from there. These are really nice, though, this time. Nice and fresh. Sometimes it's kind of like stinky. Those pre-chopped vegetables. Whatever gases they put in the bag to preserve them. It's like, who farted? You open the bag. And then this salad, I always like to make a bunch of it when I do make it. We'll probably use all the broccoli today. This salad will last a good 4 days in the fridge, maybe even 5. But we've always kept it for 4 days at work is our maximum. And that's a good amount of time. Or yeah, maybe that too, bonk. The veggies just off gas naturally as they sit in the bag. Okay. Get the dust out of here. We're about to make more anyways. Broccoli dust. Like this size we'll just cut in half. If there's any weird, like, brown bits, definitely cut that off. And I always leave the stems on my broccoli as much as possible. I like the crunch and sweetness of them. Yeah, I guess we all tend to off-gas a little bit, don't we? I don't like to leave the stems too long, though, so if I notice that, I will cut it down a bit shorter. And then we're just gonna make a simple, kind of like a little bit sweetened mayo dressing for this. Sometimes I put in poppy seeds, other times I don't, up to you. Your mom told you when she was preggo with you, she always craved broccoli slot in a pita, and you've had it since and it is good. Yum. That would be good. Doesn't sound like there'd be anything wrong with that. If you don't eat bacon, you can definitely leave it out of this salad. You might just have to add a little extra salt somewhere else. Or just choose another salty garnish that's not bacon. So it can be vegetarian is what I'm trying to say. How often do we do salads up at the mine? Seems like we'd avoid a salad like this, too labor intensive. No, we make salads every day up at work. When I worked doing salads, I like to have anywhere from 4 to 6 different salads in the fridge at a time. We'll make up the salad and then just like put it in this little like takeout container for people to take. Like the guys, they eat so healthy. You'd be surprised. Like some of the guys eat like 4 salads a day. So yeah, I'd make about 20 to 40 of each salad every day. The staples were Caesar, mixed greens. I'd always make a Greek for sure, a broccoli like this when we had access to those veggies, right? Pasta salad for sure, like a chickpea veggie salad. Just have fun with it. It doesn't take too long to make the salads. Like if you're gonna make a small amount of it, it doesn't take that much longer once you have the ingredients to make a little bit more, right? Yeah, make them, fridge them, take them, exactly. And then we just have a day dot sticker that we put on the top so we know how long it's been in the fridge. But usually nothing lasts more than 4 days anyways, right? Another good one was like a cherry tomato with sun-dried tomato pesto and bocconcini cheese. We'd make some pretty fancy salads. Yeah, they do, Cookie. I might have had my first sugar cookie latte yesterday, and it was actually so delicious. They were already playing Christmas tunes at the shop you went into, though. Like, that's a bit early. We kind of got a rude awakening yesterday when we went into Starbucks and everything's just Christmas already. We were just like, holy. We just had Halloween. A sugar cookie latte dust. It's so good. It's like they want us to forget all about Halloween, and it's not gonna happen. One of the best holidays ever. Yeah, sugar being the key word. Of course it is, Bonk. That's why we go to Starbucks.
I guess there's
Not
Trump
for the
Halloween
coffee. We go for the sugar. What are you saying to me?
now. I think there's Trump Halloween now.
Trump Halloween?
Trunk.
What's Trunk Halloween?
So you go do Halloween, and the back is trunk.
What?
Yeah. So like instead of going
Like a tailgate
yeah,
party, but in a parking lot?
yeah.
Okay.
So like you can just go get their candy, they open up their trunks, they bring their kids, they'll just go around and grab stuff out of people's trunks.
That's cool. That's interesting.
Yeah.
Okay, Brocco, cut. Yeah, I guess they are almost skipping Thanksgiving too, hey, if you're in the States. Brocco, cut. Next up, shred cheese. Annie, if I owned a shop, I'd play Easter tunes right now just to confuse everyone.
Yeah.
Me too. Cheese, if you please. Yes, yes, I do. What is it? My knife is all sticky. What the heck? What is it?
Cheese tax.
The cheese tax. That doesn't exist in this household. What kind of cheese, Buffalo? This is a cheese. Chad, is this accurate when we say marble cheese is really popular in North America? It's called a marble cheese. So what is it? Just matzah and cheddar? Or is it just two types of cheddar mixed together?
Cheddar mix.
So what? We'll probably do like that for in the salad?
Yeah.
Does Wayne need a cheese tax?
Yeah.
Bigger? You're welcome. Most people outside of North America have never seen this marble cheese. This is what it's called. Oh, sorry. That's the French side. I cut off the English side. Learning more French. Marbre. There you are. There you have it. Fromage. Reminds me of growing up. My dad's side of the family when we'd always take photos together during the holidays. It'd always be fromage instead of say cheese. It'd be say fromage. Homage to the fromage. Okay, shred it up. We have 4 minutes until we peek at the pies. I don't think they'll be done yet. Probably 10 more minutes after this. That's not too bad. Not so bad, huh? Sam, do you want a little bit of green onion sliced into the broccoli salad?
Sure.
I think so. Don't want to do red onion, nor do I have it.
Green onion good. Shallots.
Shallots are good. This is one of my favorite cheeses, Buffalo. It's so creamy too. Like every cheesemaker kind of makes their own version of it. Some are quite aged and like salty and pungent. This one though, this batch, however it came out, is like straight buttery.
There's one blocking marble you picked up at work. It was fucking rock solid.
Danny, you have an aversion to this version? No. I'm eating this one.
That was a good cheese snack. Thank you.
Why is that so good? Sprinkle it in the bowl. So we added something creamy to the salad. The bacon's gonna add that something salty that we need. The raisins will add the sweetness. We're balancing it out. Speaking of raisins, that's my little raisin pack. Golden raisins. Just gonna try them first before I put them in. There's feta going in the next salad, not this one. Oh no. They're really sweet tasting, so I'm not gonna put a lot of them. Bless the roommate. Is there marble cheese in America, or is it just like Colby Jack? Like how Cookie said. Okay, so that first salad, other than the dressing, which I guess we can make now while we're waiting. This is done. Oh, actually, first, get the salt and the pepper. I always like to season the veggies rather than the dressing. I wish I had craisins, dried cranberries to put in, but I don't. So I thought it'd be smart to use up the raisins that I had in the pantry rather than to go buy something else. Yeah, I don't cook often with raisins. That's why I needed to see if they're even still good. I like a lot of pepper in broccoli salad. I'm not gonna go crazy with the salt right now because the bacon's gonna add a bunch too when we mix it in. We'll go like 2 sprinkles to start. Colby Jack and marble are one and the same? Well, now we know. Hey? Okay, I'm going to peek. There's things happening. Things are sizzling. Things are happening. I'm gonna turn up the oven 10 degrees. Then I'm gonna do 10 more minutes on those pies in there. While we wait, let's dress this broccoli. And actually, the dressing that I make for broccoli salad is a very similar mix to what I would make for a coleslaw, minus the celery seed. Just gonna grab some honey, I think, and a little apple cider vinegar, or if you have white wine vinegar, that's good too, but that's usually what I pick. Or lemon juice. I do like the dressing a bit sweeter though for the broccoli salad. Let me just mix this up. Yeah, thin, slightly sweet dressing, exactly. And then I always love to do honey. Do the honey with the brocco. Just want to make sure that this doesn't taste too much like celery seed. Nope, it'll be good. Sweet. We can use that up. So just a little bit more. This is the base that we made for this before. A little bit more apple cider vinegar. like that. Some honey.
No, something not. For some reason, this one mission will pop up.
Scoop of mayo. Thicken it up. And the broccoli does soak in the dressing pretty good, so definitely make a little bit more than what you'd think that you need. Let's say. Just going to grab a small whisk. Oh wait, we didn't do our green onion yet. We'll do that after this. But wait a tick. Putting that right there. Mix it till it's smooth. Make sure all the honey is dissolved into there for sure. Otherwise it'll just taste too sour. That's good. It's like sweet first on the palate and then a little bit sour afterwards, which is what you want. Nothing really crazy with the flavors though, right? Because there's quite a few different things in this salad to begin with. We'll pour this over once we have everything together in the bowl. So I'll just put this to the side. And then we'll just slice up our green onions next. And this one is almost complete. Other than our 2 garnishes that have to be cooked in the oven. Let's go, pie. Get baked. Green onions. Danes actually never put cheese in a broccoli salad, so this is new to you. I like a sharp cheddar as well with the broccoli. Broccoli cheddar is a popular flavor in Canada. We will do these nice 2 large green onions. And actually maybe this one small one too, just to use it up because it's kind of floppy. Are all the other ingredients similar in the salad though, Mish? Or you guys do different things as well? Just wash the bottom of the onion. I think we'll have to. There's a lot of dirt down there. Totally the same otherwise. Interesting. One thing about North Americans, they really love to put cheese everywhere. Going to lurk while you make your bread? Sounds wonderful, Annie. Proud of you. Just washing the bottoms of these. There's a bunch of dirt stuck on. If you like red onion, you could use red onion here as well. Chop it up nice and small. Oh yeah, that's right, Cookie. You've been away from your starter. Has anyone been taking care of it, or did you just like put it in the fridge or the freezer? I'm gonna cut those in half so that we could chop it faster. Mini escapers. Did you see them all just rolling away? I was like, hey, get back here. You just kept it in the fridge? That's what I would do before, too. I think the 3 weeks you'll be okay. I've left mine that long. It was okay. It just took a while for it to wake up, if you will. Just took a little bit longer for that part when you first fed it. Okay, green onions. Complete. That's looking good. It's not even mixed up yet. Just rinsing my knife, and then we'll just put this Brocco salad. I don't think I have any room in the fridge. Let me just peek. I don't think I have any room in the fridge for it. I'll just leave it to the back. It's almost done, though. Looks disgusting on top. Oh, you're saying the starter. I was like, this doesn't look disgusting. 4 months in the fridge, no feedings. Did it have like that gray liquid on the top of it, Mish? I know that one. Okay, another big bowl. Does Wayne have a bowl that I need? It is a good size. Another big bowl. You dared Kim to drink it? You would. He did not. It could have turned him into a mutant. It could have been fun. Okay, next salad. Greek salad. Tomato. Cucumber. Peppers. Feta cheese. We also have these ones. They're kind of wrinkled though, so I'm scared. Oh, they're not so bad. We'll just trim them up, some of them, I think. Wayne. Let's go with that ratio. Those look fake almost, the tomatoes. They're so red. Ta-da! The timer is done. This is a long pie bake. I guess I am used to doing them in the convection oven. Okay, so the pies themselves are looking pretty done in the filling wise. A couple more moments. So I'm gonna crank this heat up because the crust can get a little bit more brown. So I'm turning it up to 400. So now I'm gonna check it every 5 minutes just to make sure. We'll use two cucumbers today for the salad. These are the biggest ones. These are how our sweet peppers come in Canada. You can get them multicolored together. Look at all those fresh, tasty colors. I'm gonna start with the cucumber first because that's the easiest one to cut up. Move it all over. Everyone have a sip of water. So cut the ends of the cucumber off, and then we'll cut it in half. I don't know about you guys, but our cucumbers in Canada, they're always wrapped with this plastic. So the easiest way to take it off is just to cut the whole cucumber.
Everyone's watered.
Everyone's been watered, thank you. Gotta take care of each other. Just turning the light off. Okay, now we'll flip it onto the flat side. And we'll go in half lengthwise again. And most of the veggies for the Greek salad is all gonna be cut into like 1-inch bite-sized cubes. Don't want it too small cut, because then it'll go soggy when you dress it, and you don't want it too big, so then it's just difficult to eat. Get out of the way. And then usually I'll take this, and it's clean in here, a bench scraper when I'm doing a lot of veggie prep, just to pick up the veggies easier off the cutting board. What's everyone else eating today? Oh, Annie's been busy concocting some things for himself. Okay, peppers next. So we'll cut along each side of the core like this. Around the seeds. Cut that there. And then we're just left with this. All the seeds are held together. Over medium eggs on sourdough. Some thick cut baked bacon. There you go. Yes, sir. That sounds good. Bonk. Yummy breakfast. Pasta with hot dog tomato sauce. I'm intrigued by that. Is that like a typical thing? You're in Sweden, right? Is that like a popular thing to make? All these pepper seeds. I hate them. They just go everywhere. You're going out for fajitas tonight, Cookie? Nice. Maybe homemade smash burglars and on the morrow. That's always a fun one to make at home. You're just doing lazy stuff, Buffalo, so you made a hot dog tomato sauce. That's okay, nothing wrong with that. It's not lazy, it's being creative. Okay, that's already been our 5 minutes. I'm just trying to get some browning on the crust. So I'll do another 5 minutes. And I think this first tray on top is almost done. So from here, up to you, but I usually like cut out this little white piece. It's just like spongy and doesn't taste like anything. It sounds like a Swedish thing, Mish. Well, that's why I asked. It could be. Your friend sent you pictures of the Grand Canyon? We've been there before. It's pretty magical area. I actually can't wait to go back one day. We found that we didn't spend enough time there, actually. Are they loving it though, Mickey? Okay, so now from here, like the bottom piece, I usually just cut into like a little triangle of sorts. The pepper butt, if you will. Then from here, we go like in half. The bigger pieces go into thirds. -2 in the Grand Canyon. Whoa. That would definitely feel chilly there. I think in a sec I gotta take a quick bathroom break, and so should you guys. Okay? I'll be right back. Hold tight. Don't go anywhere. Yo, it smells like pecan pies in the bathroom, so that must mean they're almost done. You're tempted to come to America and go on your own next year? Do it! Come for a visit! Scoots! How are you? Welcome in. Just having a quick bathroom break. See this masterpiece. Switch these trays around. And we will do, for the bottom rack, I'm gonna do 3 minutes. For the top rack, probably like 5 more. Could you stream on Twitch the whole trip, Mickey? Of course you could. I mean, depending on the internet, right? You got your COVID booster this morning, Scoots. Just ate too much mac and cheese and pulled pork. That's so funny you say that. Mythical Suki requested a buffalo chicken mac and cheese with their pots and pans points today.
Buffalo chicken mac and cheese?
Yeah. Yeah. Microwave Fudge, good evening. Welcome. How are you doing? And thank you for the follow.
Are we just going to let some of your gluten-free bread go stale and actually make the crumb?
Yeah, I said I would make it gluten-free. So what, do I just make Annie's though with it?
Yeah.
Or find a different gluten-free pasta? Maybe we'll go to the Italian center.
You grab that. What?
I can't wait to eat these salads. My mouth's already watering. Hello, Fudge. I always love when new peeps find us on Twitch. It's a wonderful, wild place. Never know what you're gonna find, really. Add the peppers to the cucumbers. Last one, the yellow ones. Out of the 2 salads we make today, are you gonna choose Greek salad or broccoli salad, chat? If you had to choose one. I think I would still choose Greek salad just because I really like fresh vegetables like this. You too, Buffalo, you choose the Greek salad. I'm glad we all have the same idea. So some of these tomatoes are not very nice, you can see. We'll just cut off those pieces, use them up to the best of our abilities. They're pretty soft, but that just means that they're gonna soak up the dressing better. Timer's about to go off. First pies should be coming out, and then we can get that bacon in the oven. So this is how they look when they first come out of the oven, is it gets like all puffed up. You can see how it's kind of domed in the other camera. But the pastry is nice and browned. You can tell it's puffed up. It's really flaky. You can see the layers. That's it. And then as it cools, it's gonna kind of settle back down into the crust and make one even layer. So you can see like in this one, I think you can tell the little bit of jiggle still. That's what it should be like. Bacon in the oven. Next pies, test jiggle. Next pies, we'll do another 3 minutes. Yeah, you need the tart jiggle. Oh, there's gonna be olives, Buffalo, don't worry. I never pre-bake the pastry for them, Mish. Even the recipe says to do it, and I never do it. Actually, yeah, maybe I did part-bake it for the ones that I made in the glass dish at work. I forget now. Yeah, whatever works. I always try and really simplify a recipe. If I can save time not doing extra steps, I'll always do that. Okay, so about 15-20 minutes for the bacon. Start trimming up our tomatoes. And then when the next pies come out of the oven, we can put the pumpkin seeds in to toast up, but that only takes a few minutes. That's why the bacon goes in first, right? Because it's a longer process. We have some small tomatoes for the salad today and some big ones. Just cutting the cores out. Smells so like toasty and buttery in here. Holy smokes. Just finished 1 jar of yeast. Got it over the summer. Good job, Annie. I don't know why that's always like such an accomplished feeling, but it is. You're like, I finally finished the yeast. We need a pecan pie emote? I thought I made one. You might just not have access to it, Kimmers. I think I made it for Samo. Oh wait, it is out of the mix, isn't it? I switched it out for something, I think, because I'm at my emote maximum. But it is in Discord, though. Cookie says tomato. He's got that one. Three seconds on the timer. Did they increase the emotes? Well, now I'll have to check that. And by the way, I did check how many VIP badges we have for our channel, and we are maxed out fully. But thank you for letting me know about that, Bonk. So these ones are done as well. Dunny. Beautiful. Set those aside to cool. Whoa. Don't let them slide off the rack. I'm gonna set a 10-minute timer for the bacon and the pumpkin seeds. We'll check them at that point. And we're almost done, everyone. Liliana 2023. Thank you for that follow and welcome in. Welcome to Club Red. We even have tomatoes to celebrate. Really chose a lot of tomatoes for this salad, but that's okay. They had to be used up anyways. It's coming. The feta's coming. I always do the feta last because I don't like it to sit out at room temperature, as I'm prepping everything else first. So feta and olives stay in the fridge until they are needed. Mish. Mishi. Hello, Liliana. How are you doing this weekend? Okay, now we chunk these up. What are you doing, Wayne?
He's running around in the dark with the flashlight.
There's monsters. There's one thing I know about this chat and this channel. There's a bunch of cheese monsters. Today you cooked stuffed peppers? Wait, were you the one that asked me yesterday what goes in stuffed peppers? Because we were streaming yesterday and had someone ask what they should put in it and we were helping them. That's right, Bonk. I mean, like, as long as you know, right? That's half the battle. You're from Romania? Okay, I don't think you're the same person, but welcome. Were your stuffed peppers yummy? You have more cheese in the produce drawer than veggies? This is what I like to hear. Move over, produce. It happens sometimes, yeah. Chat gets aggressive. It's my favorite, though. Chat wars. We did it. We cut all the veggies up. Success. Wipe the cutting board. I ain't putting no onions in this salad. Don't even think about it. I mean, you can, but I won't. It's smelling like maple bacon. Did you just say you're gonna just eat the pie with the bacon?
No,
What the hell is wrong with you guys?
I did not say that.
Doesn't matter. There, no.
I found this in the fridge, so that's awesome.
Yeah, that's what I bought for you.
I didn't know. I thought I was gonna have to make my own.
No, I bought that for you.
We got pitted Kalamata olives. If you're gonna use olives in a salad, they should always be pitted. Just safer that way. You don't want to crunch down on a non-pitted olive without knowing. You'll break your tooth open. Let me just check really quick to make sure there's no other one opened. The answer is no. Your doctor sometimes disagrees with your produce drawer antics, Scoots. Well, that's okay with them. You can't please everyone. I just use a fork to get them out of the brine. We don't want to put our dirty fingers in the jar. Make them all go bad at one time. You want the feta in the middle of the cam. And then sometimes if a bit of the olive brine sneaks into the salad, that's okay too. Like extra flavors. Think that's a good amount, chat? I think so. Where's this one? I seen a stem on it.
How much is left in the jar?
Not very much.
Then just put it all in.
Just empty the brine.
Yeah.
Take a cheese plate to your next doctor's appointment. Just to prove them wrong, right? I would. So this, we got a fancy one. Mish. The authentic Greek, 100% goat. Feta. Move over, salad. Watch this. We used a little bit yesterday on stream, if you could remember.
Corn.
In our yummy, yummy corno. I really like goat feta or sheep's feta. You guys were wondering why I chose that one. I find it's a lot less salty than how they create cow's feta now in North America. So that's why we choose that one. It's a bit more expensive, but honestly it's worth it for the flavor. So we'll go with that. We'll save the little bit. It's good. It doesn't like taste super strong like how you would think it does. It's got like a little bit of a funk, but nothing too crazy. Okay, I only have a minute left on my 10-minute timer, so we're not gonna start to crumble this just yet. And that too, Kanara, yeah, I find I digest the goat cheese just a little bit easier. Feta in the EU can only be called feta if it's made from sheep. Otherwise, it's just called salad cheese. The bonking cookie, is it the kid running above me? I don't know, it might have been. Probably. Probably. Okay, I have 10 minutes. First, I want to check the pumpkin seeds because we're trying to toast that. Nothing really happening yet. Turn up the oven to 425. We'll do another 5 minutes because I'm worried about over toasting the nuts. Okay, so now crumble this up. Don't burn the nuts. And I like to keep the feta crumbles in the salad pretty large. So you know what you're eating.
Just go fast time and go daylight. And olive, please. Thank you.
It is really yummy, yeah. My mouth is watering. I can't really talk right now. The body knows. It knows what it's about to have. Heck, the pies might be cooled off by the time we even have these salads done. Okay, I'm grabbing granulated garlic and some dried oregano just for a little extra flavor for the salad, for the Greek salad. Those are very typical flavors that you would find. Where are you going? Where is he going with the pies, chat? He just took a whole tray to the bedroom. He's putting them on the blast chiller in front of the window. That's what he did. I honestly think that bug, because like the body knows what it needs to eat. So like if you actually have a craving for something, it's probably because it's needed. That's like when the dogs or cats eat grass and stuff. If you let them outside, you're just like, what are you doing? But then you realize it helps with digestion. Pies in the bedroom. Hype. Hype, Dusty says. We do need some extra salt and pepper in here, though. We never season the veggies or anything to start. So before we mix the dressing in, let's make sure we have everything we need in the bowl. Such a yummy big Greek salad. Let's go. Almost cleared out all of my veggie drawers. And if you don't have a Greek salad dressing at home, just olive oil and red wine vinegar is a nice, simple one that you can use. Is there a big enough spoon here for me? I don't think so. So I'm just gonna grab a spoon and we'll mix this up. Did you put any alcohol in it, or are you just drinking the filling by itself? You weirdos. You weirdos. It's good though. So we'll mix this. Look at all the different colors. Where'd all the rum go, Sam? Did I shake it enough? I don't know. We'll shake it again. Shake it up. Let's go with that. You don't have to drink it, Wayne. Sam is of a different breed. We know this. Wait, where's Suki? Suki, how was Greek Fest? Maybe we got inspired. This is looking good. It was awesome. Wait, what are you doing?
This coming from the guy that has an entire freaking flesh already.
This is true. So sweet, he says. What was the best thing you had at Greek Fest yesterday? Holy, look at how it got like creamy almost. Emulsified together as we mixed it up. Finally, the bacon's sizzling. These nuts are taking their time. I gotta try this now. Look at that. Just get in there. Gotta see what we concocted. Me too, Kanara. I'd love to just live my life as an entire food tour of the world. If I could live out my life like that the rest of the years, oh my goodness. It'd be set. Okay, that's my bite to try. Tomato, a cucumber, and an olive. Mmm. There's one thing I know how to make over the years of making this 5 million times. You know you've made the recipe a couple times if you hit the seasoning right on the first time? Like, what? They do feta wrapped in phyllo, and the pieces were twice as big this year. Meesh, that sounds good. You tried chicken orzo and green bean dinner, plus powdered sugar drenched shortbread cookies. It was good. And Trucker, you went to a Greek festival at the Greek Orthodox Church in your area. It was absolutely amazing. You fell in love with Greek pizza. Wait, what was the Greek pizza? A sparkling rosé? Cheers to you, Cookie. Okay, so this can just sit out. We're just waiting on the bacon and the pumpkin seeds for the broccoli salad. And that can get mixed. In the meantime, just put away all the things that we no longer need. Maybe have a few bites of Greek salad while we're waiting. Oh, and then this is how much filling I had left over from the pecan pie. So I'm just gonna pack it up into a container for the fridge. And we've done this before. Use that for a coffee sugar. Use that to sweeten your coffee in the morning is insane. The chicken you had yesterday was a bit dry, but everything else was good. Chicken's a tough one to like cook big portions of it for a festival like that and have it not dry out, right? Okay, so Greek pizza. Pita bread, you put olive oil on it, cover it with matzah, feta, diced tomato, black olive, and more feta. Yeah, I would definitely eat that. Yes, please. I love Greek food. In the summer, I eat a lot of it. packing up this leftover filling. Perfect. Yeah, I bet it's easy to make in the air fryer for sure. Pita pizzas are awesome. I love it. Such a good hack instead of using a pizza crust. Been doing lots of rack of lamb dinners, Cookie. One pan and your entire meal is done. Yes, you are right. I love one pan roasting dinners. Lamb is expensive there, Mish? What is like the least expensive meat in Denmark where you're at to buy? Okay. Wipe some of the flour. I really put flour everywhere when I was rolling out those pies. You can see all the things that I touched. Yeah, local farm lamb is just like so good, hey? Pork or chicken is the most inexpensive. Beef has gotten up in price. Same here. Same here. Like sometimes it's pretty good price. Other times it's just like, I'm not eating this. I'm not paying for it. Hey. Hello, pepitas? Yeah, they're toasted. And then the bacon is actually almost done now, chat. Maybe 5 more minutes? Ah! I'm the best internet cooker you ever had. How the heck do you cook in a kitchen when the smoke detector is literally right here? Right here. Above. Don't worry, it only rang 2 times. I'm pro. Just wave the towel at it like this. Exact motion. Done. I mean, the other one is supposed to live back up here, and it's been taken out. Trust me, if there's smoke, I would know. Okay, 3 minutes on the bacon. It's so annoying. Seriously, the most annoying part of apartments. Let us, just for these pumpkin seeds to cool them a bit quicker. Where do I want to pour it? Maybe even just on a sheet pan. So you can tell, can you see that still? The pumpkin seeds just got like a little bit browned and toasted. I don't want to put the hot seeds into the salad, right? So listen to this. I just poured them on a pan to cool. Can you hear the pops? It's my favorite thing ever. They start to pop as they cool down. It sounds like little seashells or something. Okay, so let's get this bowl gone, and we'll use a cutting board because we gotta cut the bacon bits up. And that's the last thing. We'll probably need some paper towel just to wick away the extra bacon fat. Can you eat them as a snack, the pumpkin seeds? Yes. They're really good for you, we were learning earlier. Your smoke detector's all the way upstairs in the hallway. It'll go off if there's a fire, but yeah, you can smoke up the kitchen, or at least like just cook something simple, like rotate a tray in the oven without it going off. You'd think that they'd learn something over the years. This is my setup for chopping the bacon. That's them. It's pretty perfectly cooked, if you ask me. I quit. Just in case you didn't know, I opened my oven. But anyways, I'm just gonna use some tongs, put those on the paper towel to get the fats off, and then we will chop it up. Wayne's smirking. That's why you never cook anything in here, I know. Laugh all you want. There we are. So now we just fold it up and give it a pat. Now all the fat's gone. Now you won't have weird cold fat. That piece wasn't the crispiest. Only one of them though, that's okay. There's worse things. So then I'm just gonna like lay them on top of themselves like that. For us to cut it. How is this the only straight one and the rest are like triangular like this? Boom. We'll do that one by itself, I suppose. Oh yeah. As it cools off, the bacon will get more crispy. Did you hear that on my knife? Sambo, did you sneak Greek salad? How is it? Nice. Chat, Sambo stole the pies and the salad now. What are we gonna do? Let's get this really hot pan out of here. Okay, nice thing about bacon is it cools off really quick if you get all the fat off of it. House Cat, thank you for the follow. I just saw that. I'm sorry I missed it earlier. Bacon in the broccoli salad. Yum. And one for me. Let me wash my hands. Wait, first before I wash my hands. Our pumpkin seeds are cooled too. That's what makes it a crunchy broccoli salad. Okay, now I'm gonna wash my hands. Oh, for the baked bacon, I usually do it at like 375 Fahrenheit for 15-20 minutes. Now we gotta mix it up, so I'm just gonna go grab another spoon. Don't worry, we have the dressing made already too. So the dressing's really simple. It's just vinegar, honey, and a little bit of mayo. And if you want, you can add poppy seeds. This is just a little bit of extra celery seed left over from the coleslaw. But yeah, poppy seeds are good too. Just like a nice, simple, sweet, creamy dressing. I honestly think we'll need all of this that I made, so I'm just gonna pour all of it. Because if I know broccoli salad, it's gonna soak it up. First salad course complete there, my dear.
Yeah.
Almost ready for the next one. And we already have our salt and pepper in the bowl too. What the heck?
Sorry. They probably didn't even hear it.
Chat, did you hear it? Of course they heard it.
See? Nobody heard nothing. Huh?
I mix this one up like a lot because it kind of has to massage into the broccoli. Tap off the spoon because everything likes to stick to it. Definitely make sure you get to the bottom of the bowl. That's usually where all the good fixins are. They're hiding down there. Either that or they're stuck on the spoon. So yeah, this one's always better if you make it like an hour, let's say, before you want to eat or serve it. It'll just get better as you let it sit. Give it a taste. Twitch Blackmore, how have you been? And thank you for the resub. 23 months in a row. We're almost at a full 2 years together. Get a little bit of everything in your bite. How good that looks. Mmm. It's nutty. It's creamy. It's crunchy from the pumpkin seeds and the broccoli. It's salty from the bacon. Creamy from the cheese. It's like everything you want in a salad, and it's not like overdressed. Oh, and the bit of sweetness from the couple of raisins we put in. We just didn't go like crazy on the raisins though. A strange spoon? What do you mean? Why is that a strange spoon? Or you're saying the other one I ate with? That's like a plating spoon. It's more for molecular gastronomy. With the slots in it. A duo of salads today, if you will. Boom. And boom. That's what we created. We need a scoop of each. Thanks, friends. I'm excited to eat this. 1/2 of the bowl, Brocco. Whoa, look at all the yummy dressing on the bottom of this Greek salad bowl. Make sure you give it another mix. Wonder what the flavor is going to be like at the bottom of this bowl with the two different salads together. Needs more feta. Look at how white this is. There's feta everywhere. Nom. I need a fork though. I use them all for tasting the things. And then should we try and reveal a pie? Or we have to wait, Sam? We have to wait? Or we're revealing it? We have to wait. Till tomorrow? Till tomorrow, he says. I'm munching on this. He really is evil. I was trying to sneak a pie for you, chat. We got the answer. Mmm. This is even crunchier than the broccoli.
Well, you can do whatever you want with your pie. So if you want to pull out your pie, go ahead.
I don't even have a pie. I can't eat it.
Well, you can dedicate one pie to chat.
One chat, or one pie for chat's pie? Okay, let me just answer Frank really quick, because I don't think he heard me last time when I said it in chat. He's doing reverse psychology now? That's even worse. Hello, Solo Sesh. Welcome in. I think he's right, though, chat. He's right. Mish, we can't do it. It's still really warm. But this is it. In all of its glory. Look at that. Ugh, the sheen. See how it settled back down into the crust? Look at how flaky it is, too. All the layers on the crust. So we will reveal this masterpiece tomorrow on stream when we're playing Legos together. One thing about pies, you try and cut into them when they're too warm, all of the filling is going to come out of it. And that would be a sad scenario, wouldn't it be? So we'll be back tomorrow. Excuse me, a salad burp. At 11 a.m. Pacific, as always. And we are finishing the build of our Back to the Future DeLorean. The filling will come out with the nuts, and you definitely don't want that, right, Mish? So, Sash, any advice for someone who wants to start a cooking channel on Twitch? Just try streaming once or twice before you buy all of your fancy streaming equipment, because you have to make sure you actually are going to enjoy streaming on Twitch. It's not for everyone, I can definitely say that. So before you really commit monetarily to setting up a cooking stream on Twitch, because it's a lot more in-depth than like a gaming stream, definitely just make sure that it's something that you want to commit to, because it's quite a commitment in your life. That's the best advice I can give you. Okay, friends, who are we gonna go raid today? That's it. We finished it up. We crushed today. So many tasty bits. We balanced out all the pies by making a lot of salad. You're very welcome, Solo Sesh. If you need any more tips, just feel free to message me. Just direct message me on here. Where is all the streamers today? Hello? Hello? Chat, does anyone have any recommendations to go raid someone? Or we just won't. How about that? I don't have any. You guys neither? Okay. Wait, John Leung's on? We did Chef Steve yesterday. I always feel weird, like, rating someone 2 days in a row. It's like, what are you doing to us? Unless you guys want to go there. Okay, we'll do John Leung. I'm sure he would love a visit from us. I did not see him in my follow list. What is it? John Leung. What are the numbers attached to his name? I have to look it up. Chef John Leung. Okay. Got it. Chefy. Set it up. This channel is intended for mature audiences, so if you have kiddos, just be aware. We're going into craziness. Craziness. Okay, friends. Hope we inspired you today to spread the deliciousness. Create something for yourself. Share it with others. It's always a lovely part of food. If you guys want any recipes, they're in Discord from today that we made. Definitely recommend creating both of the salads for yourself at some time in your life. Same with the pecan pies or butter tarts. Something that you need to experience. I hope you have access to pecans to be able to make that too. Yeah, we'll be back tomorrow, same time that we start as usual, 11 a.m. Pacific. We'll be playing Legos. I think we'll order some foods together. And other than that, I think that's it. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your weekend, wonderful rest of the day or night, wherever you are. And if you need us, you know where to find us. Twitch, Discord, any other social, we'll be there. I love y'all. Thank you so much for all the support today. Lots of long-term resubs again, lots of biddies. Thank you for those too. Okay, I'm gonna hit this button. Be safe out there and see you next time. Bye!
Bye!